Hi, today we're going to be looking at Butterflies, Pinwheels, and Wallpaper, the book in the 8th grade math series. In this book, we talk about a lot of symmetry and transformations. During today's lesson, I'm going to be talking about patty paper and how you can visualize how to do transformations with patty paper. In this problem, we have a mug wump that has been put on this paper. This is a term that goes through the 7th grade and 8th grade book that students will recognize. The mugwump has to be translated up and to the right. So doing that, students work on drawing their picture onto the patty paper. So patty paper is basically tracing paper. So to do that, you just trace this mugwump onto the paper. Students like this because they can see and they don't have to be judged on their drawings. They're able to just trace. So when I go through and trace, it helps for me to see when I want to move it up, how far it would go and what it looks like. But I want to use this as well to put onto the paper. So what I have to do is turn my patty paper over, and on the part where I traced, I'm going to draw heavier so that my lead is excess. So in this problem, I want to move my mug up 3 and over 5. So I just flipped it back over so that when I am able to go up 3 spaces on the coordinate graph, I go 1, 2, 3. That puts me on the x-axis. Now I need to move over 5, and I'm going to go 5 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I have followed the directions in the book, and I want to put my mugwump here. I trace over my lines again. And while I'm pushing on here, the excess lead is being pushed onto this paper. It's very hard to see at the moment, but what I can do is where I can see, I'll draw over it, and there's no worrying about whether I drew it right or not. I'm able to trace the lines back in. Students will also need to remember to label their mug. So sometimes it's best to write A, B, and C for all the points. And then they don't have to worry about mislabeling either. So when I go to transfer over, I'm able to see each one of the labels. But this helps students be able to see what's happening in the transformation that took place. It's very visual.